Channel 11 News starts with severe weather Team 11 coverage.
A live look from our tower cam, clouds over Pittsburgh right now, but we have a lot of changes ahead. It's going to start with rain tonight. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Peggy Finnegan.
And I'm Gordon Lesh. That rain is going to transition to snow, and temperatures will nosedive. Meteorologist Danielle Dozier is tracking the timing and how much snow you'll see in your neighborhood in Severe Weather Center 11.
We've got a lot in this forecast to talk about, guys, and it does start with rain. As you mentioned, that rain is set to move in later this evening for the area. It'll be pushing in from the north as an Arctic cold front comes in. Take a look at the latest impacts and timing that we have. Rain will start this evening, and that will continue through much of the night tonight before it does change to snow. That timeline right now, at least in the Pittsburgh area, looks between about 10 and 11 p.m. And I'm going to show you the transition timing for the rest of the neighborhoods coming up here in just a few minutes in my Severe Weather Team 11 forecast. In the meantime, we do expect that snow to stick. Icy areas will be developing late tonight into the day on Tuesday, and it will be turning much windier and colder as we head into tonight as well. In the meantime, we take a look here at Storm Tracker Doppler 11 radar and where the snow is currently falling and the rain as well, and that is well up to the north, and that will continue to move our direction. And as we head through the rest of the weathercast, I'm having a few issues with my clicker, guys, but what I'm going to show you coming up once I get the clicker working is the timing for the snow transition. I want to let you know what the temperatures will be like later tonight, and we'll also talk more about how high those winds will get and how much colder it will feel for your Tuesday. I'll get things together, and I'll show you that coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, we'll see you then, and be sure to check out the WPXI streaming app because we have constant updates on the forecast. You can find it right now on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV just by searching WPXI.
Breaking right now at noon, a grease fire forced people to evacuate the McDonald's restaurant in Donegal this morning. No one was hurt, but the restaurant will be closed for a while. The gas station next door was also shut down as a precaution, and crews are now venting out that building so it can reopen. A hair salon is cleaning up after a car crashed through its window. We've been covering this developing story since that destructive drive yesterday. The driver was trying to avoid hitting a motorcycle. Channel 11's Liz Kilmer is live in Baldwin off Glass Run Road with the details. Liz?
Yeah, Gordon, so police say the driver of the car was here on Schick and then was making this turn onto Glass Run Road. That's when the driver, police say, clipped the motorcyclist and then crashed into Head Turner Salon here, which you can see is boarded up. Normally, the salon would be opening today, but for now, they're staying closed. Now, the destructive wreck happened around 3 yesterday afternoon. I spoke with the owner of the salon over the phone, and she told me that she's thankful that this happened on a Sunday when the salon is closed and no one was working inside. Now, she's working to get with her insurance company and figure out when exactly they can get repairs done and then reopen. Meantime, the driver of the car who crashed into the salon, we're told, was not hurt, and we are right now working to learn how the motorcyclist is doing.
On my way back from walking yesterday, I saw the cars all piled up coming around the bend there because they couldn't go down. They were all stopped, and I asked 2 gentlemen who I think were from the fire hall. They said that someone had hit someone on a motorcycle. So I kind of looked over and saw the gentleman lying on the street. I thought, oh, I just hoped it wasn't too serious.
And back live, you can see that there's a mirror on this pole here meant to help people make that turn. But still, several folks that we talked to in the neighborhood say this is a really terrible and a really dangerous intersection. We're going to have more on that part of the story coming up at 5. Meantime, I'm working to find out how that motorcyclist is doing and if the drivers in this case could face citations or charges. As soon as we get updates, we're going to let you know. Reporting live in Baldwin, I'm Liz Kilmer, Channel 11 News.
And breaking news in just the last 3 minutes, police tell us a missing child has been found and returned home. We told you that Haji Abdi had been missing from the Knoxville area since Friday. But again, the good news is he has been found. Police didn't say where he was during the time he was missing. 8 people escaped a burning home in Ford City overnight, including 6 children. The father went to check on his kids overnight and spotted the fire. He tried putting it out with a fire extinguisher, but then called 911 when it got too big. The fire department tells us this was an electrical fire that started on the 3rd floor. No one was hurt.
Today, America is honoring active duty military and veterans who served our country. And this morning, President Trump gave a speech at the 100th annual New York City Veterans Day Parade. He's the first sitting president to accept an invitation to speak at the parade. He laid a wreath to honor those who have served our country.
Our veterans risked everything for us. Now it is our duty to serve and protect them every single day of our lives.
Veterans Day falls on November 11th because it's the anniversary of the end of World War I.
In Pittsburgh, we talk a lot about bike lanes. It seems more and more are being installed in the city to keep cyclists safe. But there is still a lot of ground to cover. Channel 11's Mike Holden joins us live in the Strip District with what he's learned about a new master plan. Tell us, Mike.
Peggy, good afternoon to you. The city of Pittsburgh is planning to roll out this master plan when it comes to cycling right here in the city. So whether you're in the driver's seat of a car like this or hopping on board a bicycle like this, they say this will have a far-reaching impact, and it's in the best interest of everyone to keep you out of harm's way. In the years ahead, get ready for a lot more of these bike lanes. Pittsburgh's Department of Mobility and Infrastructure has a master plan in the works that will make the city a safer place to cycle. Part of the plan includes adding 120 miles of safe connected bicycle travel ways. That includes protected and unprotected bike lanes, neighbor ways, and additional biking trails. Heading into 2020, you can expect the Steel City to have at least 15 more miles of bicycle safe spaces, not just the bike lanes. The overall aim is to modernize the biking landscape, relieve congestion, and reduce emissions.
I know the city wants to be pretty aggressive in making especially a lot of the connections around town. There's a lot of missing gaps, like you might be on a bike lane and all of a sudden it ends and then you're back in front of cars again.
So trying to connect everything, as you can see right here in the Strip District, where there is constant traffic, the bike lanes, quite a few bikers as well. The final plan is expected to be completed and released by early 2020, but that's not the end of this story. We're diving deeper into the concerns over this project, what will happen next, and what other folks say would be the best solution in place. That's all starting at 5 o'clock tonight. Reporting live in the Strip District, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
All right, thank you, Mike. A threat made against Fox Chapel High School this morning has been found to be not credible. The school district says the threat was very vague and school is continuing as normal. Parents, though, have been notified and police are investigating. This is the third now threat against the high school in less than 3 weeks. 2 of those threats caused classes to be canceled. We hope to get an update this afternoon on the deadly trench collapse in Washington County. Richard St. John was installing a sewer line at a home on Brem Road in North Strabane Township when the walls collapsed around him. First responders tell us that hole was 10 feet deep. North Strabane police are handling the investigation.
New details about a wrong-way crash that sent a Pittsburgh police officer to the hospital. The other driver involved has been charged, and police say he was driving drunk. The accident happened on Jacksonia Street on the north side at around 6:30 last night. Jacksonia is a one-way street. Pittsburgh police say the officer was heading the right way when a black Ford Explorer traveling the wrong way hit the cruiser head-on. The officer had minor injuries. The other driver was taken into custody after a short chase.
2 suspects charged in a deadly home invasion in Penn Hills are back in Allegheny County. Laquan Perkins and LaRon Howard were arrested last month in California. Court documents show they have been extradited. Both men are charged in the death of Aaron Evans. He was found shot to death inside a home on Lawton Street in Penn Hills last month, and police are still looking for a third man who was involved.
If you shop at the Grove City outlets, police say keep your eyes open. A man robbed 3 women at gunpoint over the weekend. Police say the women were walking back to their hotel near the shops when a man pulled out a gun. He took their purses and shopping bags and ran off. The women were not hurt. The man is in jail after police say he led officers on a chase in Butler County. Investigators say this started in Beaver County on Saturday, where the suspect fired shots at someone in Rochester. Officers caught up with him at a convenience store in Jackson Township where he ran into the woods. Police brought in a helicopter with thermal and night vision to find him.
$118 million. That's how much Penn State has paid to the victims of Jerry Sandusky. The number was taken from the university's most recent audit. The school paid more than 30 people who claimed they were sexually molested or assaulted by Sandusky. This year alone, settlement costs topped $4 million. Sandusky was an assistant football coach at Penn State for 30 years. He was arrested in 2011 after another coach claimed he saw Sandusky molest a boy in a campus locker room shower. Just last month, new allegations dating back 19 years were made against Sandusky. The university confirms they are investigating. Sandusky is scheduled to be in court later this month for a resentencing hearing.
The impeachment inquiry will be thrown into the public spotlight this week with 2 public hearings on television. Channel 11's Jacqueline Fell is in Washington, D.C. with what is shaping up to be a monumental week.
House Democrats are facing a landmark moment as they attempt to make the case to the public that the president should be ousted from the Oval Office. Wednesday's public hearing will include acting ambassador to Ukraine, William Taylor. In a transcript of his closed-door testimony, Taylor described a, quote, Washington snake pit of bad actors who were willing to cut off aid to Ukraine. Democrats accuse President Trump of abusing his power and trying to pressure Ukraine to investigate political rivals or risk losing military aid. Republicans call the whole process unfair to President Trump and are planning a counterattack, asking to be able to call their own witnesses. President Trump calls the inquiry a hoax. On Twitter today, he called for an end to the impeachment inquiry and for fraud investigations into the whistleblower whose complaint sparked the probe, the whistleblower's lawyer, and the top Democrat leading the investigation. In Washington, Jacqueline Fell, Channel 11 News.
In the black and gold zone, Mike Tomlin is holding his weekly news conference right now after last night's big win. Look for any big developments in this newscast. Meanwhile, the Steelers are actually in a playoff position. After starting the season 1-4, they have won 4 straight. And they have their defense to thank for yesterday's win against the Rams and safety Minkah Fitzpatrick. He returned a fumble for a touchdown, his 2nd straight week getting to the end zone. And he had the interception to seal the 17-12 win over the Rams at Heinz Field.
We're a talented, young defense. We got older guys that lead us well, and we've been executing really well from the coaches down. So we're going to keep going out there, keep playing with confidence, and keep making plays.
He's been making a lot of plays. It's a short week for the black and gold. They take on the Browns Thursday night in Cleveland. They play the Browns twice in the next 3 weeks.
Well, beware of deer.
Yeah, you are more likely to hit one while driving at this time of year.
Don't forget about the ones that you haven't seen yet.
The reason it might cost you more to get your car fixed.
And I'm tracking when that rain will turn to snow for your neighborhood. Plus, I've got the updated snowfall forecast still to come.
Oh, yeah, we are tracking the impact the first Arctic-like blast of the season will have across the country.
You're watching WPXI Now, your source for original local shows. All the best things happening in Pittsburgh in one place. Watch 11 Things to Do, Thursday and Friday mornings at 9:15 on WPXI Now and on demand. weather and traffic every 10 minutes.
Let me get you prepared for the week.
Now we've expanded our weather to help you prepare for the day ahead.
Definitely the heavy rain gear today.
Watch Channel 11 Morning News. We're on from 4:30 to 7 a.m.
Channel 11 News at 5, when you want news from where you live. Hundreds of low temperature records could be shattered this week. A cold blast is making its way across much of the country. We are going to start to feel the chill here in Pittsburgh tomorrow.
Yeah, 16 states have already issued winter advisories for this frigid weather. Ron Mott has this wintry weather warning from an already cold Chicago.
The autumn leaves may still be falling, but a deep winter freeze is not far behind. Plunging temperatures are creating winter-like conditions across much of the country today. The cold snap impacting some 230 million people who need to bundle up with hats, gloves, and boots a little earlier than usual. The falling temperatures expected to break hundreds of cold weather records. In the Midwest,
single digits, probably close to 0 degrees at times.
Temperatures dropping in Michigan and in Kansas City, Missouri, from highs in the 60s this weekend, plummeting to an expected 29 degrees today. The same for the Rocky Mountains, where Colorado and Wyoming are both expecting temperatures to drop as much as 30 degrees today. New England will not be spared from the bitter cold either, with some areas bracing for the lowest temps of the season. Some parts of the country already feeling it this weekend. Icy roads in Minnesota causing cars to spin out, and in South Dakota, a snowstorm taking motorists by surprise. The Great Lakes, a winter wonderland. Plenty of people trying to enjoy the great outdoors before the brutal cold front moves in. And for all those meteorologists delivering frigid forecasts,
get ready for a blast of wintry weather.
Some now starting with a disclaimer.
Hey, I'm just a messenger.
This snow ban runs basically from the Midwest all the way into the Northeast and New England, and there are plenty of records that could be threatened or broken for this record cold that's coming. Ron Mott, NBC News, Chicago.
And meteorologist Danielle Dozier is updating her forecast, the latest on when rain will change over to snow just minutes away.
Police are looking for a thief who broke into 2 homes one night near Pitt's campus. The first one along McKee Place, the second on Myron Avenue, both on Friday night near off-campus housing.
And it's just like so many people, like students, probably not locking their doors. So it's like an easy target here.
No one was hurt. Police say cash, credit cards, and a football jersey were stolen.
Butler Township officials want to scan license plates at busy intersections. The police chief told our partners at Butler Radio he wants cameras placed at 4 major intersections. He says they would be used to solve crimes and not used for traffic enforcement. Commissioners plan to use grant money to pay for the program, which could cost $11,000. Similar cameras were approved in the city of Butler and Cranberry Township.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Good afternoon. We're taking a look at our winter weather advisory map, and we do have the ridges of Westmoreland and Fayette counties included. Also here along and north of I-80 in the areas in purple. This winter weather advisory goes out until 7 p.m. for the counties in purple because of a little more accumulating snow expected. I'll show you in just a second. Check out the temperatures right now. We're ranging from 48 in Butler to 51 in Pittsburgh, 53 Washington, 61 in Morgantown. What is going on? Well, we have a warm front that lifted north across the area. So if you are down south, you're going to be pretty warm today. If you're up toward the north, you're going to be a little bit on the cooler side. Here in Pittsburgh, we'll top out in the low to middle 50s, believe it or not. The temperatures are really important because when you're tracking snow and how much, you got to find out when the temperatures will dip closer to freezing as well as when the road temperatures will get close to freezing. So take a look at the forecast temperatures as we head through the rest of the day today. So by this afternoon and evening's commute, we're starting to see those numbers from the 50s start to plummet up to the north first. Here's 8 p.m. Newcastle at 38. Meanwhile, we're still in the 50s well down to the south. And this is that Arctic blast that we've been talking about as the cold front pushes in from the north. Really cold air will be settling in. And by about 10 to 11 o'clock, the numbers here in Pittsburgh will be down in the 30s. And that's about the timing where we expect that rain to start start to transition to snow. By 11 p.m., we're down below freezing up in Newcastle, close to it in Beaver. Now let's take a look at our storm tracker maps and when the precipitation moves in. It is slated to move in by evening for many locations, and by tonight, 10 o'clock, it's raining in Pittsburgh, Washington, Katanning. Meanwhile, looks like we're starting to see that transition take place up across Lawrence County. As I mentioned, the hours of about 10 to 11 p.m. or so is when we may start to see that transition through Allegheny County. Here's 11:30 p.m. and you can see that mix line right there. So the model data picking up on that transition from rain to snow. By 12:30 a.m. it's still rain in Uniontown and the Ridges, but that will quickly change as the cold front pushes that colder air in and basically has everything at snow at that point. By your Tuesday morning commute, we will be tracking that threat for some scattered snow showers, and we'll have a few breaks here and there by late morning, but early afternoon we do expect more lake effect snow showers to come in from the northwest and through the evening as well. So we are looking at some impacts of either icy roads, some snowy roads throughout the day on Tuesday, and certainly reduced visibility in those snow showers. So as soon as overnight tonight into early Tuesday morning, we're really going to be watching for the potential of those slick spots out the door. So use a little extra caution. Snowfall forecast still looks like 1 to 2 inches for much of the area, including Pittsburgh. Higher amounts in the winter weather advisory of about 2 to 4 inches. Same thing well up to the north, about 2 to 4 inches. As you get closer to Lake Erie, those amounts look like they will go up significantly on the higher side of that range. Severe Weather Team 11 encourages you to send us your pictures safely. You can do so using the hashtag WPXIStorm. 5-day forecast and your weekend coming up always in view. Temperatures will actually be falling throughout the day. Tuesday, it's going to turn really windy, and those wind chills will be brutal. I want to show you those coming up in the next half hour. Meantime, about 15 by Wednesday morning, and then a few snow showers coming back in for Thursday. Your weekend is still trending dry with highs in the 40s.
This type of crash happens more now than any other time of the year. What you can do to protect yourself from crashing into a deer.
And the retail rush started earlier than usual this year. Ahead, what's making getting all your gifts in time a little bit harder this year.
Thanks, Gordon. And hello, Pittsburgh. I've been hard at work finding you the best deals on all the must-haves. So grab your phone and text WPXI to 65,000 and be the first to know about your local steals and deals.
A four-legged officer is helping our community heal, visiting fellow officers, firefighters, and children in the hospital. This comfort dog is giving those who need it most a reason to smile.
We got to do a better job of taking care of each other.
Using the healing power of animals makes us proud to be from Pittsburgh.
Proud to be from Pittsburgh. Brought to you by your local Honda dealers. Great cars, great people. For a great deal on a Honda, visit shophonda.com.
5, covering more news happening in Washington County.
The retail rush is in full swing, and if it seems like the holiday shopping ads are out earlier this year, well, there's a reason.
Yep. NBC's Chris Clackham has more on something you need to keep in mind that's going to make gift buying a little bit harder this year.
Shop Belt's Black Friday leak.
It's not your imagination. Those Christmas shopping ads debuted a lot earlier this year, but there is an explanation.
There's only 26 days between Thanksgiving and Christmas compared to last year where there were 32.
A shopping season 6 days shorter than last year means shoppers must have a plan.
Whether that means you're going in store or whether that means you're shopping online.
Online shopping that's expected to be a bit more rushed this year, too.
We see the shift to online during the holiday season largely because it just makes it easier for the shopper.
Easier still for a shopper that Deloitte's Rod Sides says is more likely to be shopping online by smartphone.
The number of folks that are making a purchase on their phone go from 41% to 70% in the last 5 years. So it has become the predominant way folks are buying.
Plus, there's an advantage to starting holiday shopping now, according to Retail Me Not's Sarah Skirball.
One advantage that people might have if they start shopping earlier is that they're going to be able to spread out their budgets.
A budget that's likely to be challenged more than once this holiday season. Chris Clackham, NBC News.
One word of caution, though. Experts say that people who start holiday shopping early do have the tendency to spend more.
Well, people across Pittsburgh and the country are honoring veterans today.
Many of our heroes are laid to rest here at Arlington National Cemetery. The reason the cemetery is considering changing who can be buried in this historic place.
And the other side of the rain-snow story is that temperature drop. I've got the latest on how it will feel when you head out the door tomorrow.
You're streaming WPXI Now, your source for breaking news, weather, and original local shows. Murder, mystery, and the missing. Justice Rules profiles real-life crime stories. Tuesdays at 9 p.m. right here on WPXI.
The news 11 and 11 means you get 11 minutes of news and weather
before the first commercial.
It means live coverage of breaking news, local news, and your first look at weather.
All before the first commercial.
Channel 11 News 11 and 11.
Watch tonight.
The 7-day forecast, now on your screen all the time on Channel 11 News.
We are back with severe weather team 11 coverage. All quiet now, but the rain will develop tonight.
And then snow. And Channel 11's Danielle Dozier also tracking a big chill in Severe Weather Center 11.
Yeah, so we were just chatting about how kind of mild it feels out there right now and how we're going to have this big drop in temperatures. The wind will also play a huge role in how cold it will actually feel. So let's take a look at the wind forecast. Those winds will stay rather light through much of the day, around 5 to 10 miles per hour. But watch what happens later on tonight as that cold front comes through. Those winds will begin to pick up. Here's midnight Tuesday, 10 to 15 mile per hour winds. We are looking at some higher gusts of about 20 miles per hour. And then into your Tuesday morning, those winds about 10 to 20 miles per hour as well with higher gusts. Now, as we progress throughout the day Tuesday, those winds will stay really strong. So if you're out and about, this is what it's going to feel like by Tuesday morning, 6 o'clock, in the teens. The wind chill will continue to remain in the teens through pretty much the entire day for all of the area. This is a look at the lunch hour. If you're out and about, you'll definitely need to layer up and look at the wind chill for the drive home. 4 p.m. Still feeling like the teens across the area. I'm tracking the coldest air all season, near record low temperatures. I'll let you know when that arrives. Also, I'll have a look at the shovel cast. Who may need the broom? Hey, who may need the shovel? Coming up as we head into Tuesday.
Be sure to check out the WPXI streaming app. We'll have constant updates on the forecast. You can find it on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV by searching WPXI.
People across the U.S. are spending Veterans Day honoring the men and women who serve the country. Many of our heroes are laid to rest here at Arlington National Cemetery. And some 22 million veterans and service members are currently eligible for burial at the cemetery. But officials say they're running out of space, so they are considering stricter requirements. Barbara Starr has the developments.
Across the rolling green lawns of Arlington National Cemetery, the final resting place for more than 400,000 active duty troops, veterans, and their families.
The story of those remembered today is one of extraordinary sacrifice. It's a story of lives cut short, of hopes and dreams never realized.
For more than 150 years, these hallowed grounds have recorded the history of America's veterans. 1,500 of the first black combat soldiers who served in the Civil War were laid to rest here. Presidents are here, and so are hundreds of young troops who died in Iraq and Afghanistan. Now, however, the march of time has caught up. Arlington is running out of room.
We want to stay open for 150 more years, and not just our current generation, but that 5-year-old who's going to raise his or her hand one day to serve this nation. We also want to be available for them for our future.
Proposed new rules still allow burial for those killed in action and recipients of the highest awards, such as the Medal of Honor. But for others, such as retirees and veterans otherwise not eligible, they will have to choose cremation and an urn above ground. The numbers alone are staggering. Today, there are 22 million living armed forces members and veterans who are eligible for burial, but less than 95,000 burial spaces remain. It's a sensitive issue for today's younger veterans.
Well, I've talked to quite a few veterans about this issue, and mixed reactions, but mainly a big sense of disappointment that this is signaling that this is coming to an end. And I think that most veterans would like to be able to see the possibility that maybe they might be able to be buried there. I know I certainly would like to myself.
But Arlington says there is simply no choice. Expansion and changes are vital.
We will fill up. So without a change in criteria, we will be closed in about the year 2041.
The first military burial at Arlington was in 1864. It's the only national cemetery to hold service members from every war in U.S. history dating back to the American Revolution.
2 people were forced from a home in Westmoreland County by flames. Our partners at the Trib shared these pictures of that fire in Latrobe. It was sparked at a home on Avenue D on Saturday. Investigators say an overloaded junction box in the attic may have started the fire. Things are getting back to normal after a train derailment in Westmoreland County. From Chopper 11, you can see dozens of cars just thrown off the tracks in Hempfield Township. This was on Friday. Norfolk Southern says that it's been working non-stop to clear and repair the tracks. Both main lines were back open by Sunday morning. We're told crews will be clearing the tracks for a few weeks. The cause of the derailment is still under investigation.
A Pennsylvania college student is accused of hiding his involvement with an anti-American militant group. Ghaffar Mohammed Abraham Al-Wazir is charged with lying in order to get a government-issued student visa. He's an honors student at Mount Aloysius College in Cambria County. The investigation started 3 years ago when the FBI's Joint Terrorism Task Force got involved. The task force claims to have found several Facebook posts of him in military garb, holding guns and a grenade launcher. Captions included, "Death to all Americans, especially Jews." He was detained at his off-campus apartment in Altoona. Just last week, Pennsylvania Governor Tom Wolf signed an anti-hate bill into law. The bill gives nonprofit groups, institutions, and individuals money to increase safety and security if they're considered possible hate crime targets. The legislation passed in response to the Tree of Life synagogue shooting last October. The Jewish Federation of Greater Pittsburgh worked behind the scenes to get the bill passed.
From dogs, puppies, cats, and chickens, hundreds of animals have been pulled from homes.
We had officers leaving the house getting ill and throwing up.
Animal hoarding cases have happened all throughout our region, from Ross Township to Donora. Rescuers say it's a growing problem in our area, and the voiceless victims deserve better. 11 investigates what is being done to stop it from happening and who needs to step up. You're not going to want to miss this story. It airs tonight on Channel 11 News at 5.
A shocking new report out today shows dams across the state are at a high risk of failing. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers lists 145 dams in poor condition. The man in charge of the Dam Safety Division of the EPA admits our infrastructure is old. He says more than half are more than 50 years old. Some were built in the early 19th century. Pennsylvania is working to fix the problem. Last year, they gave $2.8 million to the Dam Safety Program.
This type of crash happens more now than any other time of the year. What you can do to protect yourself from hitting a deer.
But first, honoring heroes. The ceremonies remembering our veterans. Next.
Not all stations cover the news the same way.
Channel 11 News covers stories in every local neighborhood.
Greensburg, Ross Township, Washington.
Some stations concentrate their coverage just in the city limits of Pittsburgh.
Channel 11 covers news everywhere you live, not just downtown.
Uniontown, Brentwood, Millvale.
That's one thing that makes Channel 11 News different.
More local news from more neighborhoods. That's a fact.
Wilkinsburg, South Park, Cranberry.
Channel 11 News at 5. When you want news.
More than 250 runners braved the cold this weekend to support veterans in Allegheny County. The 14th annual Veterans Day 5K race was held Sunday at Hampton Community Park and Allison Park. While we were there, we saw a man running with an American flag. He told us he served 22 years in the military and now makes running his mission to support others.
I run every race like this for in memory and honor of all my brothers that we lost up in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Operation Troop Appreciation hosted the race. The nonprofit was created 15 years ago to help local veterans. And people in Trafford honored local heroes with a special event. A ceremony was held this morning to mark the 100th anniversary of the borough's World War I memorial. A local historian told the Trib the last Trafford vet returned from World War I in October of 1919.
New video today of a colorful show over the English coast. An American-made C-47 aircraft dropped 750,000 poppies over the Battle of Britain Memorial as part of Remembrance Day. The red paper flowers are symbolic of the service and sacrifice of veterans who fought for freedom on both sides of the Atlantic.
Beware of deer.
Yep, you are more likely to hit one while driving this time of year.
Don't forget about the ones that you haven't seen yet.
New numbers show it might cost you more to get your car fixed. The reason? Up next.
Plus, the near record cold on the way and whether you're going to be using the shovel or the broom in your neighborhood.
You're streaming WPXI now. Channel 11 expands its streaming live newscasts. When other stations are national, Channel 11 News is local, right here at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. on WPXI Now.
Cover the news the same way.
Channel 11 covers news everywhere you live, not just downtown. More local news from more neighborhoods. That's a fact. Channel 11 News at 5, when you want news from where you live.
Make sure you know everything happening in the morning. Watch Channel 11 Morning News.
You're more likely to hit a deer now than any other time of the year. Pennsylvania ranks third in the nation for the number of deer collisions. Channel 11 News anchor Lisa Sylvester found out those crashes are coming with a bigger price.
While majestic, deer are difficult to predict.
It's not the one that you've seen you need to be worried about. It's the ones that you haven't seen.
This Infinity, this is a deer loss.
It's breeding season, and with deer on the move, drivers need to watch out. More of them are out there right now, getting in the way of cars, and body shops are busy.
It never stops. I mean, it's all summer long. It's all the time. But with, this time of year, you do see a little bit of an increase.
Jeff Critchlow told us his crew does at least 5 repairs a month from deer damage.
A drivable vehicle is, $1,500 to $3,500, but the ones we tow in or are towed to our facility they can be up to $12,000.
At AAA, we do see that the average deer collision claim is about $3,500. Now, but that's the average.
Meaning it could be higher. So why so pricey? New technology in cars is more expensive, so those parts are more expensive to repair.
Body damage, it really just has the fender and bumper and headlight, but this is well over $6,000 because of the parts. The headlight alone is $1,200.
You've heard it before, but it's worth a reminder. Slow down, pay attention, and when you see one deer, there's usually more. Also, check your insurance coverage. Collision doesn't cover deer damage, but comprehensive does.
We get them where they're total losses. They do a severe amount of damage.
Lisa Sylvester, Channel 11 News.
Wildlife Center received a big donation this week. The Rogers family presented a check to the Humane Animal Rescue in Verona. The rescue center was in the news back in October when it tried to save a bald eagle that had been shot. The center raised close to $3,000 for its care and a reward for the gunman. So far, though, no one's been arrested.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Well, we're taking a live look outside, and if you've been outside today here in the Pittsburgh area with the cloudy sky, it almost looks like it could snow already, but it will not. It's 51 degrees, believe it or not. We've had a warm front lift north across the area, and that has given way to some warm weather. Take a look at the visible satellite, and all of us really dealing with the clouds. Maybe a little bit thinner in spots down to the south, it looks like here from Greene to Fayette County, maybe seeing a little more sun down there, but the rest of us dealing with the cloud cover this afternoon. And as I said, the temperatures still pretty warm because of that warm front. Here's where the rain is right now through the Cleveland area. The snow back through Detroit, and all that moisture will be sliding this way along that Arctic cold front that'll be moving in later on tonight. Temperature-wise, we're looking at that fall down to near 30 degrees by tomorrow morning. The wind will really drastically pick up. I showed you that in the last half hour. Winds northwest 15 to 20 with occasional gusts to about 30 miles per hour as we head into late tonight and through the day tomorrow, really. Temperatures across the board, mid-upper 20s up north, 30 down in Uniontown. These temperatures will actually fall, so by daybreak, while many of us are close to this sunrise, you're going to notice the temperatures really start to plummet through the day with highs really only in the 20s, as you see with the temperature forecast hour by hour for the day. Will be well below average, but really more importantly, when you factor in those strong winds, it'll be gusting tomorrow up to about 30 miles per hour. These numbers will feel like the teens through all of the day, so bundle up. Here's the rainfall forecast before the changeover. A couple hundredths inches of rain, perhaps a tenth of an inch in some spots. We'll get that changeover come late tonight. Here's 6 p.m. on Storm Tracker. The moisture really starts to push in thereafter, and by 10 o'clock, you'll see the rain here in Pittsburgh and Washington, also up toward Katanning with a transition starting to take place across Lawrence County. 11:30 this evening, there's that rain-snow line. That's the mixed precipitation showing up in purple, so it will be late tonight for us. Meanwhile, Indiana, Greensburg, Uniontown, all still seeing the rain. 1 a.m. it's snow in Pittsburgh, Butler, Katanning, and Washington. Still raining in the ridges, but that will change as the colder air settles in, mainly after midnight for really all of us. And we're looking at scattered snow showers for tomorrow morning. The thing with lake effect snow is it really just depends on your location where these bands will be setting up and how much snow you're going to get. Extremely difficult to forecast lake effect snow because you can get one heavy snow band over Beaver where nothing falls in Butler. I do expect those lake enhanced snow showers to continue on and off throughout the day, particularly early in the morning and then again in the afternoon and early evening, as you're seeing. So if you wind up under this snow bands, then you're going to get a little bit more than maybe your neighbor that may not. But still, we are expecting accumulating snow for much of the area because of what comes in tonight. Here's a look at our Monday impacts. That rain coming in later this evening for Pittsburgh. The wintry mix late tonight and then snow thereafter. Snowfall forecast one last time for you. About 1 to 2 inches for much of the area. Higher amounts in the ridges and well up to the north in those winter weather advisory areas. So if you're north of 422, you're most likely going to be using a shovel. Pittsburgh and points to the south could get away with a broom, maybe a shovel if you get closer to the 2-inch range. And then the mountains, of course, some higher accumulations there. Of course, you can always download our Severe Weather Team 11 app, and that'll bring you alerts right to your phone. Here's the 5-day, and you're going to notice the 15 degrees by Wednesday morning. Definitely need to layer up. That will be the coldest all season. The record is 13 degrees, guys.
All right, thanks, Danielle. Target's military discount is back for Veterans Day. The company is offering a special 10% discount on one purchase to all military personnel, veterans, and their families in stores and online. You can sign up for the coupon on Target's website. Saving money is important to all of us, but sometimes the money doesn't stretch that far. Our consumer advisor, Clark Howard, has more on an online sharing community that can help you save with your neighbors.
I love this. If your budget is really tight, how about not spending any money at all on stuff?
This group has saved us thousands of dollars on kid equipment.
Hyperlocal Buy Nothing groups can be found in every state. They're based on the idea of a gift economy. Members don't buy, trade, sell, or barter. It's also a way for you to meet your neighbors.
Tons of neighbors, people I would not have met otherwise, from maybe even just someone down the street to someone like 3 streets down who we have a lot in common.
Just go to buynothingproject.org, find your city, and you'll be hooked up with the Facebook Buy Nothing in your area. If you're looking for other ways to really save, check out the free section on Craigslist or try the FreeCycle network at freecycle.org. I'm Clark Howard.
Goats took over a local highway, forcing drivers to slam on the brakes. Looks like Ireland or something, doesn't it? The wild encounter next.
Hey, Pittsburgh. Everyone loves a great deal, right? Well, I have the best ones just for you. Don't miss out. Just text WPXI to 65,000 now.
You hear us say Channel 11 News 11 at 11 all the time.
But this is what it means.
It means you get 11 minutes of news and weather before the first commercial.
It means we deliver breaking news, local news happening now, and details about what's happened since 6.
All before the first commercial.
11 at 11 means I'll track storms and bring you your first look at weather before the first commercial.
Channel 11 News 11 at 11.
11 minutes of news and weather before the first commercial.
Watch tonight.
News 11 at 11. 11 minutes of news and weather before the first commercial.
Oh, you have to check out this video. Goats took over Route 30 in Westmoreland County yesterday. The woman who posted the video said she was driving along Route 30 in Adamsburg when the goats came running out from a dirt road. Drivers slowed down as the goats ran away.
That's hilarious. It looks like they're not easy to herd either. That's all for Channel 11 News at noon. Our next newscast is at 5.
Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Watch Catherine Amenta and Gordon Lesh on Channel 11 Morning News.
That's a game-winning touchdown.